Happy Thursday. Another Facebook Live. I think I'm going to hit 200. I think I might have to start really stepping up my game to hit 200 before the year is over. But that is the goal. Today we're going to be talking about work ethic and attitude. Actually, attitude and work ethic. These two words are something that I've just been noticing a lot lately. Especially as a leader, you want people with an excellent attitude and excellent work ethic. And I feel like the older I get, the more evident it is to me who fits in those categories of good attitude and good work ethic. And my desire, just seeing that in other people, it's my desire to want to show up with a good attitude and good work ethic as well. There's just tasks that are not fun to do. And showing up with a bad attitude, you just suffer twice. So how do we just make it fun and get after it and do it and keep a good attitude and don't complain? So I read something, I don't remember where it was, but someone just said you should wake up and force yourself to smile. And so I've been trying that recently. I'll sit up at the edge of my bed and I will just put on the cheesiest smile and just try to sit there in the dark and just have a fake smile. I don't know if it's working or not, but it's certainly a good thing to try, right? People like when you smile. So I think I have a tendency to have a little bit of RBF, and that's something that I've really had to work on is my face. I've had to work on my face, guys. So yeah, just talking about attitude and work ethic. How do we grow in those things? How, as leaders, do we inspire those things in other people? People either have it or they don't, or can they be trained in these things as well? And so I think that it is something that people probably have a natural bent towards, but I think as leaders, we can train people on the importance of these things as well. And so something I realized probably last year, or maybe it was this year, a little while ago, was that attitude is like two things. If you have a good attitude, it's literally like jet fuel. If you show up with a good attitude, then you're just pouring good fuel on whatever you're doing. If you show up and are happy and are ready to get after it, it creates synergy in the community of people getting after it, and it's good. It's just like, yeah, let's keep going for this. It creates momentum. But if you have a bad attitude and you show up and are in that community of people working, then you're going to drag everyone down, and it creates a huge weight. And so I want my attitude to be jet fuel to the task at hand, and I want the people around me to also have a good attitude. I tweeted something when I was thinking about this whole attitude. It's like, I would rather have you quit than complain. I would rather have you quit than complain. So, and I think that's true. It sounds really harsh, but I think sometimes we need harsh statements in life. And it's weird talking this out because I think, I definitely have had seasons of my life where I have not had the best attitude or work ethic. But that's something in this past year that I've really wanted to grow in. And so where does attitude come from? Where does work ethic come from? I was chatting with a friend about this recently, and attitude probably comes from the why. Are you convinced of your why in doing it? It's like there's hard things in life, and I'm going to work hard towards this thing. So do I want to be cleaning construction offices? No. But do I want to provide for my son because I love him? Absolutely. So what's the point of me getting up and complaining all the time that I have to go clean? And how do I just make the best and most of my time doing this? It's listening to audiobooks. I just finished an audiobook today, and that I started last week. That's awesome. I'm glad that I can do that, and I'm glad I can be thankful and have gratitude. If I could sit around and just complain about having to clean all day, but it's like it still has to be done, or I should just quit and figure something else out. But it's just like, where are the silver linings in these things, and how can I just keep a good attitude about it as well? Because the why behind me cleaning this isn't because I feel like I'm tapped into what I was created for, cleaning construction offices. The why behind it is I'm providing for my son and my wife, and that's why I go and do it. And in the meantime, I get to listen to audiobooks. When I'm driving, I get to record Facebook Lives and practice my public speaking and, share with you guys some ideas that I've been having as well. So, yeah, work ethic and attitude and work ethic are super important things. And it's just interesting to me that in this season, it's like super clear the difference between people that have a good attitude and have a good work ethic and people that do not. And yeah, something that a friend of mine said on a phone call about a year ago as well that really struck me was he was talking about a roommate of his and was just talking about some of the characteristics that his roommate was walking in, and he just said, that's mediocre, and I don't associate with mediocre people. And again, that's just like a hardcore statement, but it made me question, where am I living with mediocreness in my life, and where am I allowing that to slide? So yeah, I think those are good questions. How's your attitude? How's your face? Got to practice that smile. How's your work ethic? Are you getting after it? Are you doing it? There's tasks that have to be done. I hate doing dishes, but it's just like if I slug around and don't do it, then it makes it worse and it lasts longer. So just get up, get after it, get a good attitude, finish those dishes, hand wash those dishes because they need to be done, and get after it. So yeah, comment, let me know how you're growing in attitude and work ethic. Let me know if you have some kind of mantra or saying that you say to yourself to keep a good attitude. Let me know how attitude and work ethic was modeled for you. And let me know if that's something that you've really grown in as well. Is that something that you maybe were not really good in, but now are? And what was that transition like? So there it is. Those are my thoughts on attitude and work ethic. That's good. Be convinced of your why with what you're doing. And if you're not convinced of your why, if you're the opposite of being convinced of your why and you think what you're doing is really not worth your time, then I encourage you to quit and put your time and energy towards things that are absolutely worthwhile. Because life is short and time is a limited resource. So there it is. All right, guys, stay hopeful and keep after it.